Thank you guys for joining me for a quick three pile pick a card. But first, we're going to start off with the community message to see what's actually going on. This is a time where a lot of healing is taking place on a global scale. So, how we once could have felt about something, it could have paved way for solutions to problems that once were persistent. I'm picking up that there's some issues you might have normally been dealing with that are no longer going to be an issue. So let me get the cards and we'll get into this reading. Now we're using the cat tarot because a lot of the disharmony we once were used to experiencing, it was due to a lot of misuse of esoteric knowledge. There's nothing wrong with being a magic practitioner as long as you are integrity filled with it. However, a lot of individuals were not being integrity filled with it. So they left a lot of trails of chaos, conflict, and confusion that they did not want to clean up. So let's see what's going on collectively. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords, Three of Clubs, Wands, Three of Cups. I don't want to assume and say this is the six. Well, I'm going to check it. I believe this is the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's talk about it. But let me make sure that's not the Six of Swords or maybe the Four of Swords. It's the Six of Swords. All right. This is, let me close the window so you guys can hear me. All right, so there's residual energy lingering from having stalkerish people who wanted to be able to receive help from you. They didn't respect your boundaries. They didn't think long term. They just saw what they wanted. The Six of Pentacles is under this Page of Swords. And with the Ace of Cups here, they automatically assume that you were fair game for schemes, scams. So they decided to take advantage of your naturally kind, caring nature. So you could have been experiencing stalkerish energies who were trying to figure out how to bamboozle you. And they were trying to do this by becoming, becoming associated with you on a long-term friendship-based level. Okay, because with this Three of Wands here, they had every intention of getting access to the rewards that you are deserving of, but they're too lazy to actually put the hard work in. So this is talking about that residual energy of people who try to take advantage of you by any means necessary. The Six of Swords is talking about your past transgressions are behind you, even if the damage you've done is still glaringly apparent. Everyone can see those tears you've made with your claws. Whatever the next phase, know that it offers you some opportunity to calm down. It's a bit of a stretch, but if you just go with the flow, something more positive awaits. So this is showing that that residual energy that went above and beyond to deceive you, to cause you instability, and to stir you up with fear. They're having a rude awakening that they need to basically stay calm in their own energy instead of trying to take advantage of other people. So that's that residual energy you could be feeling. You could be feeling a lethargy from that energy. I feel like the energies who try to take advantage of you could be feeling very lethargic, and they're being mindful to appreciate the stillness that they have instead of rushing off into a troublesome situation or causing trouble for others. And this is where you're being asked to be accountable because, you know, if you decide to lash out at them for past experiences, this means you didn't exactly learn your lesson. And also, it'll make it so you'll miss out on a big opportunity with the Ten of Pentacles. Your success was not a flash in the pan. It's been a long progress, and now you have complete fulfillment. Take note of the arched doorway here, a bridge that represents connection, love, and respect. So be generous. Good relationships and returning affection bring their own reasons to purr with contentment. So this is saying you're going to have discernment about who you decide to have connections with, especially if you've had a lot of deceptive um, energies that like to cause you chaos, conflict, and confusion with fear tactics. Um, you're going to be having more discernment of who it is that you actually want around you and who is deserving of being around you. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. This card reminds us that life is circular and cyclical. Sometimes you're at the top of the wheel and sometimes you're at the bottom, but you'll always go up again. The bowl of water represents plenty, the eagle, strength. Mice represent trust and opportunity. So many upsides. Let the spinning wheel spin. So you're being asked to use discernment when you are going about communicating with people. If you're healing the wound of distrust and betrayal connected to individuals who have forced themselves onto you to basically take advantage of your kind, caring nature. This is where you're being asked to have discernment in how you communicate with people because you could be triggered possibly by individuals who may remind you of past energies that literally showed you the dark side of humankind. And it's the saying that discernment is going to allow you to be able to see who actually it is that you can take the time to get to know. All right? We also have the Three of Wands here, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is saying stay focused on what it is that is your financial foundation. Stay focused on your financial foundation. Any distractions, tune them out. Create solutions to go about them and get around them, because the distractions that may be trying to come your way with the Three of Clubs and the the Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles here, they already saw themselves experiencing grave financial difficulty due to being financially reckless in nature. So this is why they've been creating distractions so that you can, help them survive a little bit more than they were able to survive the day before. This is why it's coming up in the first reading. Use discernment when you're speaking to people, because you can be reminded of some of the shiesty stuff that you've had to experience with certain individuals. And realize that not all individuals are in that mindset. And there is, people out there for you to connect with. But this is where you're being asked to be authentic so that you can connect with those people. So that way, you won't just, have the memory and bad taste of people consistently trying to take advantage of you because they're financially reckless in nature. Now we got a 3-power pick a card, and let's see what the topic of this 3-power pick a card will be about. Well, it's a bit of a love reading. Not really much into love readings, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's a love reading. But it's not the love reading where it's like, who, how will you know your husband or something like that? I'll tell you the energy behind it. So the quote is, no, I'm not a dyke. Toxic masculine energy with feminine tendencies isn't my type. And then we have, they no longer played Russian roulette with death. So this is talking about you having the choice of romance, you understanding that you choose the partner that you want to choose, and you understanding that if your partner of choice does not choose you, then you understand it's going to be a foundation built on unequal footing, and it will deteriorate. So this is saying that you're no longer risking your life for toxic romance. So let's find out exactly what are you attracting in romance. You could have had people try to start rumors about you romantically because you're simply refusing to tolerate their abusive nature. Interacting with them could have made you aware of how you could get off track with them not having focus. So let's find out exactly what are you attracting in love. And so to do this particular reading, we're going to use the jumbo playing cards, the Gummy Bear series. Interesting. All right. Let me get my notebook to record the times. And I'll see you at your pal's choice. All right. So, um, yeah, it's one of those readings. All right, Pile One. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. What are you attracting in love? We have the Six of Diamonds upright. You're attracting someone who is not stingy, and they like to give. You're attracting a giver, okay? Um, they are financially conscious, so they're not going to give from a place of recklessness. If this Six of Diamonds was in reverse, this means they would have been giving and giving without being able to set healthy boundaries. This is a person that has healthy boundaries when they give, so they have good boundaries. They know who they are, and they're really fun to be around, and they have hearts of gold. And they are spiritual in nature, and communication with them is very refreshing. So you are attracting someone who is not going to say, I'll give this to you, but you have to give this to me, where you feel you're losing aspects of yourself. That's what the energy would have been if it was the Six of Diamonds in reverse. Because the Six of Diamonds is upright, you're attracting someone who knows how to be present while simultaneously being adaptable. So this means that as times need to change with the giving, they'll change, and things of that nature. For, let's say if you first met each other and you were and they gave you certain things, that was appropriate at that time, that would make sense. But let's say things change and times get hard or a recession occurs, you still will receive, because they're givers, but they're also going to be very wise with it to protect the family's foundation. So you're attracting someone who is focused on the family foundation. Okay? So that is who you are attracting in love. And that's a beautiful reading. I'm very grateful to be able to deliver that message, Pile One. Thank you guys for being present. All right, Pile Two. So let's see what you guys are attracting in love. We have Five of Hearts. So, Pile 2, with this being pink here, hopefully you can see it. This is saying that you're attracting a healing, you're attracting an experience of healing. Um, Whatever the root or source of your grief is, it's revealing itself in your romantic partners. It's revealing itself in your romantic connections. There's something that you're being asked to look at emotionally on a deep level, because grief is so deeply embedded that a lot of times the growing pains of healing grief can be so it can be very painful, that a lot of people would just get in and out of perpetual relationships that's not doing them any good. So, Pile 2, you could possibly be repeating cycles of disappointing relationships because you're refusing to acknowledge grief that goes deep. You could be easily susceptible to being talked into sexual decisions that you regret in the future. You could be attracting people who could be taking advantage of your unhealed aspects of grief, and they could be playing with your emotions to get you into bed. Um, it seems as if, Pile 2, you're seeking financial stability. At the same time, you also want to have those close connections. So you could be trying to figure out, why is it that you're looking for a relationship and you're also looking to have someone be present with you while you're grieving. But the thing is, I feel like you're attracting whatever it is that you are embodying, and you may not even be aware of it. This is what you're attracting. You are possibly attracting a partner who is just as is grieving as well, and they won't fully appreciate you in this relationship, but you will experience a lot of hype up for the sex parts. There's something in you that's craving affection, but the affection that you have to start to get the affection that you deserve, you have to give it to yourself. So until then, and I'm gonna be honest, that journey takes a while. Pal 2, this is what you're attracting, because there's some healing that needs to take place, and you cannot actually attract a healed partner if you're not exactly healed. And we're gonna end your reading right there. Welcome, Pal 3. So, what are you attracting in love? I feel led to turn this 9 of clubs upside down. You're attracting complication-free romance. Third party free. You won't have to deal with wondering if your partner is cheating. You won't have to wonder if they're sabotaging you behind your back. You won't have to wonder if they're going to try to change your personality to fit their fantasy world. You're not going to have to guess what it is they're thinking. They're going to be more open about how they feel, because they understand that the foundation that you guys build together needs to have clear, concise communication. You're attracting a partner who will fulfill your sexual needs. You're attracting a partner who's going to be fun, but at the same time, they're also going to be responsible in nature as well. You're attracting a partner who is devoted to their purpose. You're attracting a partner who is, y'all may be at different places on your spiritual journey, but they do have a bit of a spiritual nature. You're attracting a partner who doesn't who's conscious not to sabotage this connection with you. You're attracting a partner who is looking for a relationship, but they're not making it their main goal and mission in life to go out and get a relationship. So this will happen naturally for you guys, Pal 3. In fact, it'll happen without you really seeing it happen. I feel like when it happens, it's gonna be let's get it. It's gonna happen naturally. But how will this? With the 8 of Swords in reverse, it's gonna be someone who knows themselves. They're gonna be able to get themselves out of difficulties. It's gonna be very difficult to fool them. They're gonna be very intelligent as well. They're gonna know how to overcome external and internal battles. And with this 4 of Spades here, they like to be very calm, cool, collected. They are naturally romantic in nature, but they do not allow this to negatively impact how they perceive themselves, and they are fun. They're very creative. So you're attracting someone who's well grounded, well balanced. Let me get you guys another card. It's a good thing. I like this reading. With the King of Spades here, they're very, very spiritual. They're a little more spiritual than people are aware of. They're very intellectual. Even if you're a male, if you're into females, they could be very they can have very strong, firm boundaries. And this will make it so that you won't have to worry about them bringing out the worst in you. The King of Spades in reverse would have been showing up as a spiritual narcissist and someone who will bring out the worst in you. They're going to bring out the best in you and also help you develop a lot of concrete, stable, indestructible solutions to protect your foundation. So I'll say congratulations, Pile 3. That's what you are attracting in love. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this message. Have a beautiful day.